singer-songwriter activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events that she says traumatized her.
The ongoing clash between 50 Cent and Diddy has gotten into new gear when allegations keep pouring in against Diddy. No one could be more happy than 50 Cent, who always adds more pain to his rival's wound by exposing more of his dubious deeds to the world. You won't believe his latest revelation, which further exposes Jay-Z's relationship with Diddy. Let's just get going.
Right now, authorities are carrying out searches at properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. They also say that this investigation has been ongoing now for several months. They add, our sources, that an arrest does not appear to be imminent at this time, but what you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Shawn Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area.
Guilty by association.
The internet was abuzz on March 25th with news of Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles being raided by agents for the Department of Homeland Security in connection to alleged sex trafficking. That was when most secrets got exposed. But before we get into that, let's check Diddy and Jay-Z's relationship. The friendship between Diddy and Jay-Z dates back to the early 1990s. Since their early days in the rap game, Shawn P. Diddy Combs and Shawn Jay-Z Carter have built a connection that includes musical collabs and off-camera support. From their humble beginnings in New York City to their rise to global superstardom, the duo has shared triumphs, setbacks, and everything in between. Their friendship could be traced back to when both artists made their mark in the music industry. Despite the competitive nature of hip-hop, Diddy and Jay found common ground in their shared ambition and passion for music. In 1997, the pair collaborated on a track that landed on No Way Out, Diddy's debut studio album. The following year, Jay-Z, also known as Hov, provided a verse for Diddy's sophomore project. The close relationship these rappers shared in public has generated a lot of controversy. An instance is the 1999 legal turmoil that both of them faced, spending the same amount of time in jail. During that time, Jay faced charges for stabbing Lance Rivera.
Jay, bunch of us is in there. I ended up getting surrounded by a bunch of people. It was probably 10 knives that I knew of, and I ended up getting stabbed.
Diddy was on the hook for his involvement in the infamous club shooting, which saw him flee the scene of a Times Square hotspot alongside Jennifer Lopez.
A former Bad Boy rapper, once referred to as Shawn Diddy Combs' protege, is speaking out about an infamous nightclub shooting involving him and the now embattled mega producer that landed him in prison for nearly a decade. Former rapper turned politician Moses Jamal Brown, better known as Shine, is coming forward again to maintain his innocence, saying he's 100% the fall guy for the infamous 1999 New York City club shooting involving him, Diddy, Diddy's then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and Diddy's bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones.
Both men avoided jail time, and from there the friendship continued to grow. Diddy and Jay-Z remained friends into the new millennium, and their bond seemed unfazed by their previous legal troubles. They were often spotted out together and were on good terms. Even during an appearance on Sway in the Morning, they revealed that they had plans to go into business together. This was before Diddy's alleged crimes began to be revealed. It first started when singer Cassandra Ventura, popularly called Cassie, filed an explosive federal lawsuit against her former partner, Shawn Diddy Combs, in November last year, claiming he had been physically and sexually abusive throughout their relationship.
Music mogul and rapper Shawn Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied. The first of those came from singer Cassie Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of sexual abuse and sex trafficking during the decade they were together.
The complaint alleged that Combs' abuse ranged from beating Ventura and forcing her to have sex with other men to raping her at her home in 2018. Since then, 3 more women and 1 man have sued Combs, accusing him of a wide range of abusive behavior, including sexual harassment, rape, non-consensual pornography, and sex trafficking. Cassie first met Combs in 2005, when she was 19 and he was 37. In the lawsuit, she alleges that Combs controlled nearly every aspect of her life, from her career to having access to her personal medical records. She claims he was frequently violent, physically abusing her multiple times a year, and that he often plied her with copious amounts of drugs. The complaint also claims that Combs forced Ventura to have sex with male sex workers in different cities, interactions she says he watched, recorded, and masturbated to. The singer says she never went to the police because she was afraid that doing so would merely give Mr. Combs another excuse to hurt her. She also alleges that following a dinner in 2018, Combs forced himself into her apartment and raped her while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. In her lawsuit, she referred to multiple witnesses who saw the abuse take place. One of them is her friend, singer-songwriter Tiffany Red, who wrote an open letter to Combs describing an incident at Ventura's 29th birthday party in 2015.
Singer-songwriter activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events that she says traumatized her.
Ventura and Red claimed that on that night, Combs and his security team forced Ventura to leave because he wanted her to have sexual encounters with other men. Red said Ventura had disclosed to her at the time that Combs was physically abusive. I feel compelled to show up for Cassie and myself and confirm that everything she described in her complaint about what happened that night is consistent with what I experienced, she wrote.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because you can't get away from them.
In a statement to the New York Times, Combs' lawyer, Benjamin Brafman, said Combs denied the allegations and that the lawsuit was riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Diddy's reputation and seeking a payday. Ventura and Combs settled the lawsuit one day after it was filed, but the details remain private.
We have breaking news now involving Shawn Diddy Combs and his ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie. Representatives on both camps and Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, are saying tonight that the two have settled a lawsuit she filed against the mogul yesterday in Manhattan federal court. Ventura accused him of rape and years of physical and emotional abuse. There are no further details yet.
Despite that, Brafman said that the settlement is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Following that settlement, Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23rd, right before the Adult Survivors Act expired. She says she and a friend met Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in 1991. They returned to Hall's apartment for an after-party, where Gardner says she was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs. She says Combs also assaulted her friend. The lawsuit claims the encounter left Gardner shocked and traumatized, and as she got dressed, Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him. The third woman came out to file a complaint the same day. Joy Dickerson-Neal alleges that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who intentionally drugged and sexually assaulted her after their dinner. She claims that Combs recorded the assault and showed the tape to other people. While Dickerson Neal did not go to the authorities immediately after the alleged assault, she says she did eventually file a police report with unspecified agencies in New York and New Jersey. The complaint says prosecutors told her they'd need to corroborate her allegations, but she believes possible witnesses were terrified that Combs would retaliate against them and that they would lose future business and music opportunities if they made a statement. In response to these allegations, a spokesperson for Diddy said the two women's claims are fabricated and accused them of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. Even Jason Derulo said he's innocent.
I know that you worked with Diddy, and he's helped your career a lot. Do you feel like people should be giving him some grace, or at least giving him the grace of, saying, he is innocent until proven guilty?
I believe in that. I believe in innocent before proven guilty, for sure.
Do you feel like they're kind of going too hard on him, maybe? I appreciate you. Thank you, Jason. Have a great day.
However, the fourth lady didn't allow the spokesperson to stop before filing another sexual assault lawsuit. This woman, referred to as Jane Doe in the complaint, alleged that Combs, his longtime lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a third unidentified assailant gang-raped her at Combs's Manhattan recording studio in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. All these lawsuits couldn't amaze fans as much as the Rodney Lil Rod Jones 79-page lawsuit, which exposed another secret but scary side of the rap mogul.
A 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time alleges there were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies.
In February, Combs's former producer and videographer filed a federal lawsuit against him, alleging Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him. According to the lawsuit, Lil Rod worked on Combs's most recent album, Love, and lived with him between September 2022 and November 2023. Jones alleges he was the victim of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Diddy. On one occasion, Jones woke up naked and disoriented in bed with Combs and two sex workers. He alleges the music mogul drugged him. The complaint also claims that, in his role as Combs's videographer, Lil Rod secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The illegal activity the suit alleges includes acquiring drugs, soliciting sex workers, providing laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Names of several celebrities and industry executives who were connected with Diddy's assaults were being revealed as well, and that sent frenzy all over the music industry. When the situation escalated to this extent, the Homeland Security investigation with federal agents had to raid his properties, and when this happened, Jay-Z, who always vouched for his fellow rapper, couldn't be seen anywhere. 50 Cent took the opportunity to weigh in on Puff's misfortune. He also inquired about Jay-Z. In a post Fifth shared on Instagram, Hov's face is on a milk carton, which was a common practice done in the 1980s in an effort to find missing children. Anybody seen Jay? 50 captioned the post. LOL. Logging emojis. Puff said the ninja emoji ain't answering his phone. LOL. 50 Cent throws shade at Jay-Z by playfully questioning why he didn't publicly back up Diddy in his time of need. This cheeky move, typical of 50 Cent's online antics, not only keeps the public gossip mill churning, but also exposes the fragile bonds that often crumble under the weight of celebrity drama, showcasing the fickle nature of Hollywood friendships by poking holes in the presumed friendship between Jay-Z and Diddy and digging into the juicy details of their legal woes. 50 Cent also commented on Diddy's future following the raids on the rap mogul's homes, surmising that it's a rap for the bad boy founder. ****, it just got real, 50 wrote alongside a news report of the raid. The feds in all the cribs, damn they got the kids in cuffs. In another post, 50 Cent concluded that Diddy has no hope of coming back from this. What fans believe could be the reason why every celebrity whose names haven't been mentioned on Diddy's issue went underneath is the report that evidence was snatched during the house ransacking. Hidden lists and sneaky camera footage that exposes the shady dealings in Diddy's inner circle are reported to have been retrieved from his digs. So that could be the reason why Diddy's crew, including Jay-Z, is keeping their distance over suspicions of secret recordings. It isn't like Jay-Z is clean, despite his portrayal of having an innocent and quiet personality. We all know he's a former drug dealer, but it seems he is still in it, although Lance didn't want to say it. The Roc Nation founder's former bodyguard, who calls himself Uncle Ron, exposed him by dropping some big allegations against Hov and his wife, Beyonce.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people.
Apparently, Beyonce was groomed and is controlled by Jay-Z. He has her watched 24/7 and dictates how she dresses, eats, and many other things. He met her when she was 16, though publicly they say she was 18, and started grooming her then, just like with Rihanna. According to Ron, Hov ended the career of Keri Hilson because of her beef with Beyonce and tossed aside Freeway and Beanie Siegel when he was done using them for bars.
Beyonce, how you guys ended Keri Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top. So remember,
Ron, who has photographic evidence that he used to work for the Carters, also accused Jay of keeping Beyonce doped up. Jaguar Wright, who is an industry insider and exposed Diddy, also said Jay-Z is worse than Diddy because he's patient and methodical, while Diddy was sloppy. According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z allegedly hit Beyonce before her father sat him down and threatened him if he continued to do so. Interesting how Beyonce hardly did collaborations with any male artists. Jay-Z didn't approve. How can she never speak candidly on camera? He makes sure of that too. If you could remember the 2014 Met Gala incident that Jay-Z attended with Beyoncé and his fellow musician/sister-in-law Solange, Jay-Z stepped into a now infamous elevator cab at the Standard Highline Hotel in New York City. Caught on security cameras, Solange began hitting and kicking the rapper inexplicably. The footage obtained by TMZ caused a viral sensation. Though none of the three artists in the elevator ever confirmed the reason for the attack, many believe it had something to do with Jay potentially cheating on Beyoncé. He would eventually broach the subject on Kill Jay-Z just after rapping about the aforementioned Rivera assault. Adding more fuel to the infidelity fire, Beyoncé would use most of her 2016 studio album Lemonade to address the rumors of Jay being adulterous. Practically confirming everyone's suspicions, Bey used the LP as a catharsis by singing about all of her emotions surrounding her marriage, particularly on the third promotional single, Hold Up. Also, his impact on R. Kelly's assault on young Aaliyah is a shadowy past that Jay probably didn't want to reveal. Dame Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records, even reignited old tensions by alleging that Jay-Z held a grudge against him for dating the late R&B singer when she was still a teenager. If that could be normal, why would Jay then be friendly with someone who assaulted her? 50 Cent's beef with Diddy and Jay-Z is no secret, but it is the bond between Jay-Z and Diddy that's recently stolen the spotlight, especially in light of recent events. The sudden shift from the public displays of affection and respect that Diddy showed to Jay-Z following Diddy's legal trouble, particularly after Cassie's bombshell, has tongues wagging. Jay-Z's conspicuous absence from events where he and Diddy would usually be joined at the hip, plus the abrupt stopping of the Roc Nation bash, fuel rumors of Jay-Z's desire to distance himself from Diddy's legal and PR nightmares. It came as a surprise to everyone when Jay-Z and his Roc Nation record label failed to host their annual pre-Grammy brunch party this year. The rap titan has been holding the exclusive bash since 2011, only suffering a brief hiatus during the COVID pandemic. Now, he just didn't continue the pre-Grammy tradition for no clear reason. It's common to avoid entanglement in legal matters, but as significant efforts are made to distance himself from Diddy, fans are left with another suggestion. There could be skeletons lurking in Jay-Z's closet, along with potential revelations of questionable actions connecting him to Diddy, which could spell doom if revealed. To avert potential fallout, Jay-Z chose to maintain a low profile. And with that, 50 Cent dug back to an incident that occurred in 2007 that connected Diddy and Jay-Z, and that seems to confirm what most fans dread. The 21 Questions rapper posted footage from Screamfest 07, his joint tour with T.I., and in the clip, Diddy and Jay-Z performed alongside the tour headliners. Just as Hov begins his 2003 song Encore, Diddy is seen smacking Hov's backside several times. 50 Cent then captioned, 20 machine guns, only get 10 months. Diddy in the back, patting on an ************** S butts. What further complicated the claim that Hov might be in a secret relationship with Diddy was when the Bad Boy Entertainment leader said Jay-Z is the only one that can address him with his birth name apart from his mom. Even his girlfriends can't do that. So what makes Jay-Z the only one? During the rapper's appearance on Carpool Karaoke, the host, James Corden, asked Diddy how he could address him, and he said, "I was born Puffy, and then I became P. Diddy. He called me Diddy because I was so pretty," he said. "Then Puff Daddy, and then I became who I am now, which is love." Quizzed by Corden about why he failed to list Shawn among his names, Diddy replied, "Shawn is typically used by, my mother. I don't know when you're in trouble," adding that Corden wasn't approved to call him Shawn.
There's only one person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Shawn. That's Jay-Z. We call each other Shawn.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody else could call me Shawn.
He's the only person who's Shawn approved.
There's not a single person that
outside of family.
That should be outside of my mother.
Okay, just
that should be calling me. Yeah, they should be calling me Shawn.
Jay is now hiding from Diddy, which fuels speculations about what 50 Cent sent with the video he released. Is there more to this? Well, I have to wait. But before that, let me know your views on this.